In 2024, I financed a 2021 Jeep Grand Cherokee. My APR was a 25%. The truck costed about $35,000, and my car note was $950. But when I initially got ready to finance, it was $1,025 or $1,050. But he told me he was able to give me a deal, and he dropped it down to $950. But he also said I can come back in 3 months, and if I pay my car note on time, which was the $950 for 3 or 4 months, I can come back and refinance. Now, me personally, I never heard of anything like that, but I went on and took his word because I needed a vehicle. Now, when I first walked in the dealership, I wasn't trying to buy a vehicle. I just wanted to, drive one around and just get the feel of a new vehicle. But I ended up leaving a lot with one. At the time, I had just paid off my credit card, and my credit score was about a 6 something. So it still was low, so I should have waited. So that was on me. I'm going to take that L. When I say I love the vehicle, it was like a 28th edition or something like that. I kept it for about a month. In the second week, I was like, I can't afford these. Like, I had to pay $400 to even get my insurance on the vehicle. And then it was going to be $256 a month. So from my car note and my insurance, that would have been $1,200 a month. I really should have followed my first thoughts and went to the lady I was going to go to before, but I was too impatient. I just needed a vehicle. So I still ended up getting another vehicle that same within like a month. And this the vehicle I got now. So my APR is a 16%. My car note is $699.39 a month. And when I got it, it was like 26 or 28,000. But I added Gap and all that other stuff, so it ended up being like $31,000. And I know the APR was still high. I get that. I know that. I'm going to try to pay it off as early as I can. And I'm going to try to make 2 payments a month and then pay like an extra $100 or whatever on it. And y'all, when I say I really want to pay this truck off now, because this is my 10th vehicle. This is not the 10th vehicle I had in my name. This is probably the 4th vehicle I had in my name, because that other truck that I just let get repo was in my name. So I done had bad experiences with vehicles, and I paid one off and I bought maybe 2 cash cars. But yeah, y'all, make sure y'all credit straight. Make sure y'all got a good person that's financing your vehicle. But number one, make sure your credit's straight before you try to get a vehicle, because that's why I messed up at. I was impatient. I need a vehicle. I just took my L and I said I'm going to pay it. So hopefully I can pay this off within the next 3 years, because I ain't trying to pay no $60K for this vehicle. All right, bye.
What's the car? What is it?
2021 Toyota Camry.
What's the interest rate on this thing?
11.96.
Total amount due $646. Wait a minute. That's 30% of your income.
That wasn't based off of my income. It was based off of my ex-husband's income.
Oh, the balance. Oh, this is so expensive for your position.
Yeah.
And I know it was based on his income. Wait, but you're in the process of a divorce.
Yes. Since the car is in my name, I get the car. So I make the payments.
It's completely in your name, but it was based off of his income. Great.
Yeah.
This was bad.
I know.
This was bad. What was his income? They'll over-approve for a car, trust me.
He was making $32 a month.
Under $40,000 a year, and they gave you a $30,000 car loan.
Sam, what car do you drive and what's your monthly payment?
I drive a 2025 G-Wagon and I pay $1,900 a month.
Hey, Nick, what car do you drive and what's your monthly payment?
I drive a 2022 Lincoln Nautilus. Monthly payment total $850.
Alan, what car do you drive and what's your monthly payment?
I drive an Infiniti QX60 and I pay $585 a month.
It took me $18,000 to realize no car payment and a cheap car is the way to go. Here's what I'm driving currently, my beautiful 2003 Toyota Corolla with 165,000 miles. And this is the car that cost me about $18,000 over the course of 3 years. I don't know why it's tweaking like this, but it's a 2020 Kia Stinger. I paid $354 a month for 3 years. Mind you, this was my first car I had when I was about 18 years old. It was a Hyundai Sonata. I paid it off and decided to take the money after selling it and put it down on the Kia Stinger. I was working in insurance as a 19-year-old, and they told me, hey man, you're gonna want a car that you can love to drive if you're gonna be driving long distance to your appointments, blah, blah, blah. Basically, they kind of sold me on the concept of wanting a cool car to pull up to my clients' houses with. And that was the last thing I needed as a 19-year-old, to have an excuse to get a fancy car because I was making a little bit more money than people who were my age. So here's what I learned after having the car for 3 years and now getting back into a Corolla at 24. Having the fancy car was cool for about 6 months to a year until I realized I'm paying so much money just to drive this thing, and it doesn't make my life any different. Yeah, girls might be like, dang, you got a nice car, but if you don't have game, you don't have game, whether you got a car or not. The homies loved it, but they also loved the simple cheap car. So it doesn't really matter if you got real homies, they don't care what you're whipping in. When I first hopped in the Corolla, it was pretty humbling because some people might see it as a beater, but after being in that nice car for 3 years and having fucking roll down windows, it's a little humbling. For me, maybe it felt like I needed to be humbled because honestly, now I have more money in my savings. I'm able to invest more money every month, and I can go on vacation or do the things that I want because I don't have to worry about spending and saving almost $400 every month on just driving. I don't see myself needing or wanting a car payment for anything in the near future. So for now, I'll probably just keep buying cars, putting some money into it, and enjoying the fact that I don't have a monthly payment every month. So that's what I learned from spending $18,000 on a brand new vehicle, and I'm happy now.